religious restriction on interest. Most early religious systems in the ancient Near East and the secular codes arising from them did not forbid usury. These societies regarded in inanimate matter as alive like plant, animals, and people and capable of reproducing itself. Hence, if you lent food, money, or monetary token of any kind, it was legitimate to charge interest. Food money in the shape of the olives, dates, seeds, or animals was lent out as early as 5000 BC, if not earlier, among the Mesopotamian, Hittites, Phoenician, and Egyptian. Interest was legal and often fixed by the state. Judaism, the Torah, and the later section of the Hebrew Bible criticized interest taking, but interpretations of the biblical prohibition vary. One common understanding is that Jews are forbidden to charge interest upon loans made to other Jews, but obliged to charge interest on a transaction with the non-Jews and Gentiles. However, the Hebrew Bible itself gives numerous examples where this provision was evaded. Deuteronomy 23:19, Thou shalt not lend upon the interest to the brother, interest of money, interest of victuals, interest of anything that is lent upon interest. Deuteronomy 23:20, Unto a foreigner thou mayest lend upon interest, but unto the brother thou shalt not lend upon the interest, that the Lord the God may bless thee in all that thou puttest the hand unto in the land within thou goest in the process it. The Christian derived the usury out of the temple, a woodcut by the Lucas Cranach the elder, in the Passionary of the Christ and Antichrist. Israelites were forbidden to charge interest on loans made to other Israelites, but allowed to charge interest on the transaction with the non-Israelites, as the latter were the often among us the Israelites for the purpose of the businesses anyway. But in general, it was seen as advantageous to avoid debt at all. To avoid being bound to someone else's debt was to be avoided and not used to finance consumption, but only when in need. However, laws against usury were among many. The prophet condemned the people for breaking. It was the interpretation that interest could be charged to non-Israelites that would be used in the 14th century for the Jews living within the Christian society in Europe to justify lending money for profit. At this conventionally sidestepped the rules against the usury in both Judaism and Christianity, as the Jews could lend to the Christian as they are not Israelites, and the Christian were not involved in the lending but were still free to take the loans. Christianity originally the charging of the interest, known as the usury, was banned by the Christian Church. This includes the charging a fee for the use of money, such as the bureau de change. However, over time, the charging of the interest becoming acceptable due to the changing nature of money. The term came to be used for interest above the rate allowed by the law. The rise of the Protestantism in the 16th century weakened from influences, and its dictated against usury becomes irrelevant in some areas that would free up to the development of banking in the northern Europe.